Our journey begins in the early 15th century with the tale of the two King Louis. First, we have Louis X of France, who, in a bizarre twist of fate, passed away from catching a severe chill after an intense game of tennis. Fast forward to the 18th century, and we find Louis XVI meeting a similar end. He, too, was an avid tennis player, and it was after a robust game of tennis that he caught a chill, leading to his untimely demise. Two King Louis, 2 centuries apart, both meeting their ends after a game of tennis. Now, isn't that a strange coincidence? Next, let's rewind back to the 19th century, to the American Civil War. In 1865, Robert E. Lee surrenders to Ulysses S. Grant at the Appomattox Courthouse, effectively ending the war. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The owner of the house was Wilmer McLean. McLean had previously lived in Manassas, where the first major battle of the Civil War took place. He moved to Appomattox to escape the war, and ironically, the war ended in his parlor. The war started in his backyard and ended in his front room. Quite a coincidence, wouldn't you agree? Fast forward to the 20th century, and we find a coincidence that is eerily chilling. The novels Futility or The Wreck of the Titan and The Titan's Sinking both describe an unsinkable luxury liner hitting an iceberg in the North Atlantic. The books were published in 1898 and 1912, respectively, years before the tragic sinking of the Titanic in 1912. The similarities between the fictional and real-life stories are uncanny, almost as if history was taking notes from fiction. Our final historical coincidence hails from the realm of U.S. politics. In 1826, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, two of the founding fathers and former presidents of the United States, passed away. Now, the coincidence lies in the date of their deaths. Both men died on July 4, 1826, exactly 50 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It's almost as if they chose to exit the stage on the anniversary of their greatest act. In conclusion, history is indeed full of bizarre coincidences that often defy rational explanation. From the twin fates of the two King Louis to the uncanny prediction of the Titanic disaster, these historical coincidences serve as reminders of the strange ways in which the threads of time intertwine. The coincidental deaths of Jefferson and Adams on the anniversary of the Declaration of Independence further highlight the unpredictable, yet somehow poetic nature of history. So the next time you think of coincidence as mere chance, remember these instances from history where coincidence took on a life of its own, making us question the very nature of chance and fate.